have different opinions. Give us unity of spirit and help us to each listen politely as others share their points of view. Help us to work as a unified team in combining ideas for a great outcome. May we have a spirit of camaraderie in this room and work together on a shared mission to make our city a greater place to live. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The city of Kirby is dedicated to delivering excellent municipal services to our community in a fiscally responsible manner. City Secretary, please call roll.
Shit already started.
He didn't inform us he would not be able to attend. Councilmember Apodaca.
Here.
Councilmember Salazar.
Here.
Councilmember Greider.
Here.
Councilmember Street.
Here.
Shit already started, folks.
Here.
Mayor Aldrich.
Here.
Got into some shit before I came in here with the bootlicker.
Moving on to citizen participation. First up, we
She
have
said she was trying to back up the police. LOL. There he is.
Ready? Okay. Good evening, council. Tonight you will be evaluating our city management. I am concerned with her ability to hold her employees accountable. This week, even going as far as doing their jobs for them. In some instances, creating an environment of inefficiency. Open records requests take months to receive, even when certain things don't have to go to the Attorney General. We have felons working for us, and from reports and write-ups, employees who have committed less infractions have been removed while allowing some to maintain their positions indefinitely for fear of lawsuit. There is signed paperwork in that felon's file that provides otherwise. She has openly lied to council about menial things and has spent money on things like cutting down dead trees that were making a mess over a new car, which are now growing into wild bushes. And lastly, she has failed to make hard decisions by bringing management matters to council to relieve herself of responsibilities. All of this while consistently catering to who's the council majority. I have no expectation that she will be removed tonight, but I would like it to be on record that to say she is doing a perfect job would be an injustice to the residents of this community. The city secretary and the election official still has not had a formal investigation requested. And as the mayor wrongfully tried to convince me that these matters were not for council, let me state they absolutely are. And it's part of our charter. And I ask that it be placed on the next agenda to have an investigation into the practices of our city secretary. Lastly, Mr. Grant a couple weeks ago made statements to clear the rumors about his drug house, a parade of lies to ensure that the legacy of a councilman was not marred. However, as Mr. Miller stated last meeting, there is something fishy about the way everything was handled. From the police reports to the death certificate signed by the primary care physician, it sounds to me like this councilman actively covered up this situation and utilized his power and authority and his good friend, Police Chief Boyce, to ensure that it would be kept a secret. Meth is a drug of choice in the house at Ben's Engelman with the We Don't Dial 911 bench, not crack. Meth is still a problem in Kirby. Meth manufacturer burned down the house on Kirby Drive, and is stated by reports there was enough pills of pseudoephedrine found in the Ben's Engelman house to manufacture meth. It's my belief, Councilman, that he should relinquish his seat while he still can convince the public it's for health reasons and not because he's being shamed over drugs and cover-ups that he's participating in. Where's everyone stating moral turpitude when he's been out? Where's Apodaca stating that she doesn't want to be a person like that representing her? I just want to know where the threshold is. I mean, drugs and ex-cops who get investigated by the Texas Rangers and all these other people we're okay with. This town needs to get back to putting its residents first, and it starts with those that abuse their power and authority not to hold council seats, so that our money can stop being spent on covering down for these individuals. All the council majority here has participated in shaming residents, including myself. The time has come to step down and let Kirby finally grow. Thank you.
Just take that also. Do both cameras. Alright.
Next up
Don't press the
is
buttons.
Helen Brunn.
Oh, take it.
Good evening. I was concerned about where I live on Island Shepherd. I'm concerned about all the streets in Kirby. And so I'm really concerned about the one I live on because it's got so many potholes. And they come out and put this stuff down and they rain, this stuff rises up. So, you know, we're paying a lot of taxes and we should have stuff fixed out there. And it's just not just started, it's been going on. So that's my concern.
Thank you.
Okay. When they call me up, just don't press any of the buttons. I don't like this.
Sally Pitt.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Evening, Council. This is the first time I've ever been up here, but I want to thank Stephanie for putting on a thing to get to know our candidates. And I was very disappointed that we only had 2 candidates after having about, 8 candidates that are on the list, and only 2 of them showed up. And the ones that didn't show up, you know, they think they're working for the city of Kirby. They're not interested in what we want. They're interested in their own things. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Jack Miller. You put
Don't press any buttons.
CTBH.
I said this is to be heard, I just abbreviated it.
Thank you.
Oh, Jack Miller, 4839 D. Gordon. So I continue to investigate the death of Michael Grant. That would be the son. I'll give you an update. So I spoke to the medical examiner agent who's still employed there. He was under the impression after receiving the call from Grant Spurlock, your officer, that Michael Grant's death was attended by Dr. Cotman. So he didn't order an autopsy. Autopsies are required in the state of Texas for an unattended death or an unwitnessed death, and Michael Grant died unwitnessed and unattended. There were active efforts to, it seems, now this is just what I've come to, but it appears to me that there were active efforts to prevent an autopsy from being done. I don't know why, but I will continue to investigate that and I'll provide updates as they come in. As far as Mr. Grant apologizing to the city of Kirby for causing me to come up here and speak, deplorable. I'm a citizen here. I own a home here. I own 2 homes here. 12 years I've been living in this city. Nobody up here, and any councilman that's thinking about running, don't get up there and apologize to anybody for causing a citizen to come up here and speak because you don't like what they're saying. Deplorable. It intimidates citizens. It doesn't intimidate me. I just talk louder. Don't do that. As far as the lies that Councilman Grant says, he is not a police officer. Let me take that back. He is technically. He was Constable Precinct 4 until they seized his credentials and handgun in 2015 after he used it in a road rage incident. Constable Precinct 4 launched an internal investigation and there were 4 complaints and they were all sustained. Improper use of a firearm, improper use of credentials, taking unauthorized law enforcement action off duty, and conduct unbecoming of a Precinct 4 employee. They were sustained. That means they were proven to be true. He was fired from Precinct 4. I have those records. It's the truth. And then he quickly got a commission over with Savinol. Failed to disclose to Savinol that he just got fired from Precinct 4. In fact, he told them that he resigned. Not true. His days there are numbered. He lied on his employment application. His actions need to be condemned by the council. His insults and false allegations about me need to be condemned by the council. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, I see that you have also signed up to speak at all agenda items. Is that correct?
Yeah, A to G.
Thank you.
Unless you guys say something and then I'm like, I'm good. You guys may put a concern to rest while you're talking, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Patricia Mann.
Hello, I'm Patricia Mann,
18 Harris. Hi, Mayor, Council. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who volunteered to stuff eggs. We had everybody there, council people, crime, beautification, citizens. That was, many hands make light work. That was wonderful. And then to the Easter egg hunt, that was wonderful. Everybody who went had a good time, I'm sure. I stayed longer than I had originally thought I was because I was having so much fun watching the kids. And thank you, Stephanie and Mr. Faulkner, for putting on a lot of little games for the little ones. And if it wasn't for Mr. and Mrs. Shaw's grandkids, we'd probably be out there still hiding eggs. And they assisted with all the kids' game. And man, I hope them kids stay in Kirby because we need more citizens like that. And I just want to say that I hope we can do more fun things like this, like the Hobo Fest. I would love to see that back. Kirby Derby, or even something for Fiesta since everybody's all in Fiesta moods. But it's going to take all of the community to volunteer for this stuff because we can't just have a few. Like we just saw, everybody was out there, everybody pitched in. But can you imagine what we could do if we had a lot more citizens volunteering? And I know there's people out there who know how to do this type of stuff. We just have to get them down here, get them to sign up, and I hope people think about that for the future so we can have more things like the Easter egg hunt. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mann.
That's Henry Worthy, Desert Goat
Next
on
up is
YouTube.
Ernest Spradling.
Good evening. 5218
This is an
Cinderella.
ex-cop.
My speech was going to go a whole lot different until I apologize.
Sir, can you please remove your cat?
Oh, sorry. I got it gone. Mine was going to go a whole lot different, but I will try to get it all in. Mr. Miller, I disagree. You used the word deplorable. Deplorable. You're an honorably discharged veteran, a former officer, and you're on video cussing out our police officers, and you want to say deplorable?
Yes, sir, I do.
Don't use that. Keep using it.
He's
You're
addressing
great.
me, I can address him, right?
25 years. I am a retired police officer of
addressing you,
25
Mayor.
years. I'm not. I'm just using, I'm allowed to make my comments. 25 years I was in law enforcement. I've never cussed out another officer like you did. That's deplorable.
I don't give a fuck. Stop looking at me and stop talking to me. Motherfucker. Mayor, you can address the citizen. You address the council, not the citizen. You address me and point at me, that's what you get. You're gonna learn. Let's go. Oh, you know what? Stay. You stay. You don't have to fucking leave. Cocksucker. You want to talk to me outside, big man? Let's talk. Motherfucker. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Okay. All right. It happened. I know they're playing. We started. They were coming here. Hey guys, I'm gonna put it on mute for a second. I know, but I want to say shit. I want them to hear. I got you. Let me turn this off. You can.
Pretty boy.
Yeah, so they can start shooting.
That's 1083 boy.
And I didn't know how they were going to start shit. I figured they were just going to do it in the meeting. So the first thing I did when I saw her sitting out here was I parked the truck and stuff, and she was already shaking her head.
I knew that was
And
going
I parked it right there. And so I come over here. They told me, you can't park there.
36.
So I watched them. So I come up here, she comes out, she goes, Mr. Miller, would you mind wheeling with her? I said, why? Well, it's not a parking spot. And I said, well, there's a line there. She goes, well, I've been invited. I said, it's not a parking spot. I said, who told you that? She said, I've been invited. I said, who told you? Just tell me who told you. Have me come out and talk. Was it a councilman? I said, no, it wasn't. Right. She goes, look, listen, I'm saying, and I said, so I just want to know, were you advised to tell me to move, or you just telling me to move? She goes,
No, I'm telling you.
She sometimes.
So whenever, no, there was no issue with her. There was no issue at all with her. I even told her out there was no issue. But when we were talking, the girl goes something about, it's not a parking space. I said, hey, nobody's talking to you. We're talking. And she says something back. And I said, you just shut up. You don't tell me to shut up. No, officer was trying to bring it down. So me and her kind of went at it. I don't know what I said to her. I think I told her, shut the fuck up already. Anyway, so I talked to the officer. And then she mouthed off again. And she goes, I was telling the officer, I'm like, she needs to keep her mouth shut. That's all. She wants to talk. I'm going to talk. She don't like the way the conversation's going. Now she's going to cry. She goes, I was backing up the officer. I'm like, well, you need to go apply to the police department so you can get some training. And I said, officer, are your feelings hurt right now? And she goes, no. I'm like, you see, ma'am, if you had the training, your feelings won't be hurt either. Go get you some training, and then you can back up the police officer. And she don't need no backup. She's just telling me to move my truck. Big deal. I'll move my truck. She don't need no backup. Anyway, and then I said, you just want to start shit. She didn't need no backup. Admit it. You just want to start. You just want to start shit. She need to stop talking to us. I go, all right, let's stop talking to each other. So then when we came in the door, I held the door open for Henry. They were coming in. We can hold the door open for ourselves. And I'm like, well, if I can have your permission to hold the door open for my cameraman, he's got equipment. Can I have your permission? You know, that kind of thing. You need to stop talking to us. And I'm like, you're not getting it. You started talking to me. So anyway.
That's human behavior.
That's what started. Yeah. That's all that started. And then of course, you saw what happened. So I couldn't let him keep looking at me. Sorry.
I got you.
And there's not going to be any problem between me and him. There's not. You know how that's going to go.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
anyway.
Let me go inside real quick.
All right.
Let me head out in a little bit.
So I won't go back inside, and I'm just, of course, I'm going to hang around until they come out or whatever,
Yes,
and
sir.
try to ask him.
You got it.
I'll try to ask the guy if he wants to talk. You want to talk to me now, man? You want to talk? You wanted to talk to me in there? Do you want to talk to me? And I'm going to all the way to his vehicle, ask him if he wants to talk to me. Here's your opportunity. Let me give you a card. You can call me or email me, or you can go on my YouTube channel and make comments. What's your screen name, guy? Hey, the conversation with the ME guy, that's a fact. I have it recorded. Huh? Yeah, I had it recorded. I got it recorded. He fucked up. He thinks he fucked up. He's like, fuck, man. He goes, I thought it was a house was
He
there.
owned it.
That's what it sounded like. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, but sometimes people get lazy, and that's the human nature too.
And you know how I got him to talk? Through contacts. I told him what I was doing. Like, who was the guy? Hey, you want to talk to me, brother?
No.
Hey, you wanted to talk. You wanted to talk to me in there, though.
You're good.
But you wanted to talk to me inside, but you don't want to talk to me now.
Shut up. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not going to shut up, bro. Every time you come here, I'm going to question you.
You're good doing that.
Because you wanted to talk to me, but now you're
Question me all you want.
pussying out and running away.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you're
I don't
doing.
want to go to jail for whooping
Chief,
your
don't
ass in
protect
this
him.
parking lot.
Well, you can do that if you want, but we don't need to whoop no ass. We just need to talk. So there he is, guys. He wanted to point at me and talk directly at me at the city council, and the mayor didn't want to kick him out, and he doesn't want to talk to me now because he said he might kick my ass if he did. So guys, if you ever get so mad that you want to kick somebody's ass, this is the proper decision to make. Give him kudos for making the decision not to hang around and risk losing his temper. And I do have police here, the chief's here, and there's an officer here, but they didn't interfere. I know you guys were kind of upset the first time that I talked to somebody, and the officers were kind of in the middle of us, but they're not doing that anymore. They are standing by though, because you never know. You know how I am. I can certainly get somebody to swing because I'm such a nice guy. No, I don't have to leave the premises. I just have to leave the council meeting. Henry is in there filming. So guys, these folks today that came here, I got into some shit outside when I first showed up with a lady because she started running her mouth. They came here to fuck with me today. That was the rumor. They were all those people that are in there, half of them are here to fuck with me. That's why Henry is staying in there filming, because he's gonna film. The last time they kicked me out of here, the city council talked shit about me. So now they're bringing all these people to talk shit about me. I already said what I had to say, so I was done anyway. I didn't really want to talk on all the agenda items. But if you guys noticed,
the rules of decorum prevent me. Let me grab a cigarette right quick, because that was fucking fun. That was like a roller coaster, and I always like to smoke a cigarette after I ride a roller coaster. Hold on a second. No, I gotta find my fucking lighter now. Ugh. Hang tight, guys, hang tight. Let me find my damn lighter. There it is. Ah, much better. Got me a smoke, got me a Coke. All right. Let me, let's see here. Let me go to, hang tight, guys. Let me just get situated. Got to get armed. Hold on. Always got to get armed. That's for personal safety. Stay armed, my friends. So, anyway. I don't even think I muted it when I thought I did. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me a 1 if you guys can hear me okay. That was a lot of fun. So, okay, so tensions are very high around city council. Now, when I first started coming here, there might have been 4 or 5 cars in the parking lot. And today, well, there's nowhere to park. Now, most of the people that came today were here to talk about me, which is probably what they're doing inside right now. You know, unless they chickened out. Because I'm getting told, I'm getting texted everything they're saying, so, and who's saying it, so I'll be able to question them when they come out. I got people inside that are watching them and texting me whenever they say things and who they are, so that way I can question them when they come out. I can't go back in the city council meeting today. I can go back in next time, but not today, because I cussed, and that is a violation of the rules of decorum. I cussed a guy out. So anyway, that guy that I was cussing out, that was talking at the podium, talking at me, he's an ex-cop. He used to be a cop here. You know, he's one of the local ex-cops. And they tried to weaponize the police department here when I first started addressing city council here, but that fell on deaf ears because the police chief that you saw here just a second ago, she's not gonna have that. She enforces the law, and that's it. She doesn't allow anybody to dictate what she does and doesn't do as it pertains to law enforcement. She will not allow anybody to weaponize her in any manner, whether it be a political weaponization or just, you know, whatever. So she's not going to do that. Yeah, he's a local ex-rights violator. I'll find out who he is, man. I'll figure out his story now, find out why he's not in law enforcement anymore, and we'll figure it out. But anyway, oh fuck. So what was happening, I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but what was happening was as he was talking, he was looking at me and talking at me. And I mean, I felt like he was talking to me, and you can't do that. You can't talk directly at an individual, I don't think. You have to talk to the council. If you want to come up there to the podium, but you want to talk to a citizen, well, you do that not on the podium. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that running your mouth to a citizen while you're on the podium is a violation of either Robert's rules or the rules of decorum. I'm really not sure, though. I'm not a political expert, so maybe some of you guys can look that up. Kirby is a home rule charter. You can go on Texas Muni Code Library and look up their charter and see if can you address citizens, look at them and talk to them while you're at the podium. I don't know. If you can, I would like to know, because I would like to do that. But what I can tell you, regardless of what the rules say, one night I was talking and a citizen ran his mouth, and I turned around and said something, and I was told not to be talking to the citizens that way. So I don't know, we'll have to figure that one out. That's a minor thing. If we can address the citizens, then it's on like Donkey Kong, because I got a few citizens I'd like to address while I'm up there on the record. Why are they so mad here? So anyway, for those of you that are just joining, I did get kicked out of the city council meeting here at Kirby because some ex-cop got up there and started jacking his jaw, and I wasn't going to have it. So the mayor didn't do anything about it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm all good. If she doesn't want to stop that rule violation, I'm cool with that. I'm not saying that you can't get up there and say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. But I get to say what I got to say too. Let's do it. Fuck. Table the agenda items. Put them on the next meeting. Just let me and this guy fucking go at it for 4 hours at the podium. I'm all for that. So, anyway, here at City of Kirby, it's free speech for some, not free speech for everyone, and that's why I'm here. You know, I'm a strong advocate for free speech. You guys know that. That's my primary love, and they have a problem with that here. If they have a problem with free speech, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that, and anybody that has a problem. So, I don't know the guy's name. I'll find it out, but I was told he was he used to be a Kirby cop. And that's not to reflect bad on the Kirby Police Department. He was a cop when Chief Boyce was here, and Chief Boyce was a good old boy, that kind of thing. Back when he was a police officer, the police were very much weaponized against the citizens by the council. The council still tries to do that here, but you know, it's like I said, it's not happening. They're not going to allow the chief or, the chief is not going to allow anybody to be weaponized here at Kirby City Council. All right, what do you guys, give me some questions, man. You guys have some questions about what occurred? There will be a static video of what occurred today. I'll be putting that out. I also have a lot of other videos that are out of here, and they're horrible. I mean, they are horrible. I had a councilman, I didn't know his first name, and I asked him, because I heard somebody call him Joe, and I said, hey man, your name is Joe? And he said, yeah, Joe Mama. This is a councilman. I'm asking him if his name is Joe, is it Joseph, you know, is it Jolene, is it Joe Lisa, I don't know. Is it Joe? And he replied, yeah, Joe Mama. And then I told him, hey, leave my mom out of this and I'll leave this out of your mom. And he looked like he wanted to fight me about it, but the police stuffed him in his vehicle. That was the night I told the police, don't even interfere with us no more. We can talk all day long, don't interfere with us. Are you in a liberal or conservative area? If I had to answer that question, I would say it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. But the citizens right now, they're scared to walk inside the city council. They're scared to walk inside this city council meeting and speak. Some citizens are getting a little bit more confident now that I've started coming, but for the most part, the citizens are scared to come in here and speak because they get ridiculed, they get made fun of. The police were weaponized against the citizens for so long. You know, they didn't want to come up here with their license plates, all that stuff, because they were jotting license plates down. They were figuring out who's who. If you came up there and said anything in opposition, next thing you know, you had code compliance at your house. You started getting all kinds of bullshit. You know, police on your street running radar, things like that. Man, I wish I was around back then. Motherfuckers. Anyway, what we got here? I'm trying to, did you wait your turn to talk at the meeting? I did wait my turn. I did speak, and then I sat down. And you know, I respect the rules. But if you're at the podium and you start violating the rules and addressing me, I'm gonna let you know about it. And apparently the mayor was okay with him addressing me, but she wasn't okay when I addressed him addressing me. Now, maybe it's not a violation of the rules to address, you know, but who knows, man, who knows? People are coming out right now, so let's go over and talk to them. It's an executive session, I think, right now. Is it executive session? I don't know, nobody wants to talk to me now.
because they're all here to cause trouble for me. So nobody wants to talk to me. I think it's executive session right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think, I'm not sure. Oh, let me grab another smoke and I'll run over there. Are you okay, Henry?
Yeah. Hey, okay, they didn't bother me one bit.
I didn't scare you, did I?
Nah.
That's Henry. This is Henry, Desert Goat on YouTube.
The goat with the most.
How do you spell that on YouTube?
DZRT, then goat.
DZRT Goat. Go over there and subscribe to his channel, man. He does a lot of work with me. He really watches my back a lot of times, and so do a lot of other people. He's here tonight. Other people could not make it, but thank you for coming. I live on Dick Gordon Street.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I have the gray house with the flagpole out front.
Uh-huh.
And you're right about the streets.
It's
They're
terrible.
horrible.
My friends don't say, I don't like to come over here because they make my tires loose and everything.
Yeah. And they're horrible. And they don't have to be horrible.
And then they come and fix them, put that stuff down, and when the rain comes, up.
That asphalt, whatever they're using is
And
cheap.
plus, we pay too much taxes.
Whatever they're using is cheap because you're right. It just pops right back up.
And all the taxes we pay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm glad I'm not the only one complaining about it.
I want to apologize that you had to hear what I had to say. I'm a free speech activist. And right now there are citizens that are scared to come in here and talk. Because they get shut down, they get made fun of. So my specialty is coming in and teaching them to stop doing that to citizens.
Because I wasn't coming
So when they
over
do
here.
it to me, I let them have it.
It's my first time.
I let them have it.
Oh,
but,
really?
but even though I look mad, I'm not.
Oh.
I got about 56,000 people that are subscribed to me on YouTube, and then people will watch what I'm doing and they learn from what I'm doing. So.
They didn't hear that cussing on YouTube, did it?
Yeah. It's allowed. It's allowed.
It is?
Yeah. But so that guy as well as a few other people came here tonight specifically
To start trouble.
to start trouble with me, and it started.
With
right
that
out-
lady?
Yeah, that lady
Who was that lady?
one
You
of
know
them.
her?
No, but she's one of the people that came here tonight to start trouble. So, their friends tell me, hey, they're coming tonight. And this is what they plan on doing. So, yeah.
So you prepared and ready for them.
Yeah, I parked on purpose. So, she said something to the officer. I'm not anti-cop.
You used to be a police officer too?
Yeah, 13 years.
Out here?
No, Bexar County and Travis County.
Oh,
Honorably served. I got into an accident and got a hand injury, and I lost most of my ability to multitask. I couldn't do a job anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. When you see me shake, whenever I'm talking, it's because I'm talking. I'm also having to get my equipment. I'm also having to focus on the police, and it's very hard for me.
Oh,
Very hard for me. Yeah. But once I get outside, I'm only doing one thing. I'm good.
okay.
So yeah.
They got somebody else walking right there.
Yeah, I know. Actually, you can park there. People park there all the time. That's why I was asking the officer, who told you that? Because people park there all the time.
Well, I wonder they're going to tell her to move.
Well, they will, since they told me, because they know.
Yeah, 'cause
They
they
know
see you
that
standing
I'm
out
fixing
here.
to start. I'm fixing to start it up again.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Nice meeting you. My name is
Yeah.
Helen.
I think she's just dropping off some mail anyway. Probably temporary.
My name is Helen. So
I don't. Okay, Helen. If you ever, see, you know what my house is. It's in the cul-de-sac right there.
Oh, and Dick Garden.
Dick Gordon. Yeah. The Sanfords are my neighbor. You know the Sanfords?
I don't know nobody out here.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I've been out here a
Sanfords.
long time, but
The Sanfords, they've been living there probably for 40 years.
well, I have too.
So right at where the cul-de-sac is, in that cul-de-sac, there's a gray house with a metal roof and a flagpole out front.
Oh, yeah, I know where that is, down on the other end.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm a Shepherd.
I'm straight down.
Is that the street that goes by the community center?
Yes.
Okay.
By the senior citizen center?
Yeah.
Uh-huh, that's it.
Is it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's Alan Shepherd. Okay, and I think that street's Dick Gordon. So I live right at the corner of
Yeah,
Dick
I
Gordon and
know.
Alan
But
Shepherd.
if you painted your house gray, it was another color at one time.
Yeah, it was a little darker, but
No,
or a
that
little
was-
lighter. Or
I
something
had the
like that.
people come paint my house, and I say, God, yeah, I should have painted my house gray. Because that gray is nice.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, have a good day, and
Okay.
thank you for coming and talking tonight. Great.
But yeah, I did get some of the recording of the Karens that confronted you earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't posted it yet, but
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Henry was there recording when I got into it with one of the Karen number 1 and Karen number 2 at the beginning of the meeting. So let's get out of her way. Hold on a second. Who is that? Quokka? Who's Quokka? Quokka says I'm actually there in the orange blouse. I don't think you're in the orange blouse. She's not even on her phone. Right now, they're on, what are they, executive session? Why is everybody outside?
They, the two guys I was talking to, they got initiated into the fire department.
Oh, like new hires initiating the fire
Yeah,
department?
they just got their badges.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming.
And I guess they were just here for their support.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The one guy, that's his wife there in the red.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Great. Oh, the fire department guys.
Yeah, fire department.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have seen the outcome.
The outcome at the end? Come in peace. I love you guys. I love you guys.
Hey.
Are any of you guys the new guys?
No. Here's one right here, Blake Farrell.
Okay.
And then
I wanted to meet the new people.
Yeah, Gunnar Graff is actually showing us that he's a fire truck right now.
Okay, cool. I'll introduce myself. He's a guy. Yeah, I love you guys. You actually got to see it live tonight.
We did.
So sorry y'all had to hear that. That guy and a couple other people came here specifically tonight to fuck with me. And it started out here in the beginning before they were open the doors. And we went out there. She went to the officer and I'm like, I'm gonna do nothing for you. If you don't like what I'm saying, then stop talking. She started talking to me. If you start talking to me, you don't like the conversation, then you can't start. And if you know what I'm about, oh my God, and you guys don't have anything to worry about. You guys are right.
Yeah.
I know you are. You guys are excellent. And if you notice, the police are not concerned about me. I'm really not buying anything like that. I'll make you think I am. This one is a cover-up. Fun story on that one. I'll tell you what's underneath it in a minute.
We get off in the morning.
This one is 9 stars and 11 stripes for 9/11.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that when it happened. 9/11 happened. I was in Travis County,
Yeah.
and me and about 15 others flew to New York. I handed out water.
Yeah. Yeah, they were 24.
We were there for a week.
So their
We just handed out
schedule
water. I was probably 4 or 5 miles away from the. I wasn't doing anything special.
at all.
Volunteering.
48 better. Or 48
Yeah. No security, nothing like that. We're just handing out water to
We get
first
more time
responders
off,
and
it's better.
people helping citizens or whatever. Anybody that wanted water, we just gave it to them. So I got that one in commemoration of that. This one right here, when I was no kidding. Underneath there is a Winnie the Pooh sitting down holding a honey pot. And the name Sandra is written above. So if you look at it,
I just stayed up there because they,
there's the name Sandra.
make the run.
And hey, Henry. Yeah. Come here. Hold this for me.
I don't believe her unless that's the case.
You can film whoever you want. If that one lady, come here. Keep that camera trained on her. She's not very photogenic, but keep it and apologize to the viewers.
Yeah, guys, we do apologize to the for the woman's behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, we drink white wine. Oh, yeah. My grandson's been there.
Just real quick, we're about ready to leave. Thank you. We're about ready to leave. I couldn't leave without saying congrats. Yes, we are. Okay. Yeah, go do a little splurge celebrating.
And then
Congratulations.
I
I saw that. Did you tell them about
Hi,
that?
John.
They're starting
Hi,
their
Kyle.
own little business going on.
Yeah, we started us with
Yeah.
medical service. Medical service. My goal, I have a partnership, mechanic shop. We started a mechanic shop. Yeah, well, you know, what's that? You doing all right?
Hey, the whole time she's out here, keep filming her. Everything she says, go up there.
I'm going to say this is the last time you were in the box with me.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Who came to me?
Was that you?
I was sitting on the other side. Hey, man, on the road.
Yeah, good. Hey, man, welcome to the.
Hey, appreciate it.
I had it.
I saw that on video last week. Who was? One was Paul Markey. He was a fire chief for a long time in Livonia. And then my ex-sister, Mary Markey. Hers was today. And then last Friday, Kirby's covered. I know, that's what's so bad.
I didn't know. I didn't know. So I was thinking maybe it
Time or two, yeah. Yes. And he's on my side. He's in South Dakota. He went up in the river. The city was dry and stuff like that. He's Red Raider.
So they have me in the box.
Yes.
The box. They
I'm
have me in
just
the box.
disappointed because
And
this is twice. We did the decorating.
I
And
work.
we did down there. I would want you to see.
I work one day a month.
You put it on your paper. It says that you're gonna put a sign out there and let the people in your houses. And they will take it. Neither sign right way down on this piece of paper.
We're rolling. It's like.
All of them coming over. Yes. So the kiddos, I said hi. Well, you take care. I'm gonna move out.
All right now. Hey,
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
I don't have to see you.
At all. I hope I see you at a function or something.
There you go. My husband was in Taurus for calling, and it takes 2 guys.
Hey, you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of TX Sheepdogs channel, we do apologize for this lady's behavior. Yeah, probably. Surprised she can actually get up in that thing. A top cat, yeah. Oh, sheepdog's doing what sheepdog does best, guys. But yes, there is some crazy clown pigeons here. But yeah, guys, here at Kirby, we had 2 new firefighters. Sorry guys if I'm as entertaining as that guy over there. Okay, guys. Now that the Goat channel is done with its live stream. Okay, guys. You guys honestly think I should go to the next clown? What do you all think? Next clown? All right. The old guy. Yes, I'll show some love. Give TX Sheepdog a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe.
All righty, guys.
Interesting meeting, huh?
He's a pretty good guy, of what I see.
Yeah.
You know, up front. Like I said, we'll talk and see where he comes from, see what type of personality he has.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see someone that young, that works for Kirby and is motivated.
Yes.
You gotta be motivated.
Yes, well, that's one thing I've learned growing up on a farm, though. No time for slacking.
Well, give or take.
Yeah. Well, some slacking is okay, just not too much.
Well, depends how you classify slack. You know, everybody's got their own different opinion, but he seems pretty good. And he's young, and he's got motivation, so he might go somewhere. I'm proud of him. Very proud of him. He might be somebody somewhere. Well, he already is, but he might be better.
I'm not kidding. This is what it says. You go what? Faster. Faster. And there it goes. That's it. That's it. I stopped. Are you guys kidding me? It's a security dummy at my job. Now they just have light.
I'm telling you guys, this place is something. And I do apologize for the wind, you guys. It's starting to pick up a little.
You were back there too, right? I told him the whole story.
Blue lives matter. Definitely. If you stay tuned to the Goat channel, I'm sure I can get a hold of you there.
I'm just driving along and they're like, I want to hear this conversation after the back.
So guys, what is your opinion on that? Here, let me get down so you guys can see it better. What do you all think of that license plate? Yeah. Well, you know, that license plate, got a little something to say about that license plate. It is no match for the writing on this vehicle. I love Cumming, Smith versus Cumming, Georgia. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. I will be loading the video of Sheepdog 72 and the Cairns. It should be up, I would have to say, in the next 6 hours. Oh, where'd I put it? Okay, phone charger. Oh, there's my cell phone. Hold on, guys. And if you're all wondering what I'm doing, it is because I'm trying to upload the video. Okay, guys. The video is now uploading. I'm gonna have to go home and retitle it.
Good luck, man.
Oh, I shouldn't have ruined it. Yeah, I ruined it. Hell, good meeting you.
Camacho, that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have a safe night.
Take care. Be safe.
Anything else I can ever do for y'all, don't hesitate to ask.
You know we got you.
Yeah, I know you.
got
I know you do. I know you do. All right. So what are they saying on the online shit?
Not too much, just the clowns, all that other good stuff.
Yeah. Well, the asshole already left, and it doesn't appear that anybody else wants to play. So I think we're good. We can probably take off. Let me go to the truck. I'll look at the comments and ask some questions if anybody has some questions. And then we're going to take off. That was the fire department, guys. I was talking to the fire department. They got a really good fire department here, man. Great bunch of guys and girls. Is that mine or? No, this is mine over here, right?
Yeah, both of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left that one and...
Hang tight. I left what?
You left
Oh, the
one?
soda?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. No problem. I'm gonna talk to the viewers, have a smoke, and then we'll get out of here. So, thank you guys for watching. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask away. I am looking at the screen. Councilman Grant is not here tonight. I don't know if he died or what the deal is. He has cancer. So you guys pray for him. Fuck that dude, but pray for him. Let me see, I'll turn the camera around. Y'all want to see my face or y'all want to see the parking lot? I broke my glasses, so I had to get these glasses. I got them from iMart here in San Antonio. $29 for the frames and $52 for the glasses. So it's a pretty good price. They're just temporary. They're super big though. They're birth control glasses because ain't nobody gonna fuck you if you wear them. Yeah, $29 for the frame. I mean, you really can't tell, but they're generic ass frames. I mean, but hey, man, they do their job. I can see clearly, perfectly, and I have trifocal, and it's trifocal no lines. But these are basic lenses. There's nothing other than the trifocal no line. If I wouldn't have got the trifocal no line, the lenses would have been like $39 and $29 for the frames. $60 for the exam unless you show up with a prescription. They'll make the prescription. And they made them in 22 minutes. They made these glasses in 22 minutes. Thank you for coming tonight. Yeah. Oh, guys, check this out. Y'all don't know this. I don't think you guys have seen this yet, but I want to show you something. Yeah, that's on both my doors and it's on my tailgate. That's why Floresville pulled me over the other day. They pulled over me and it's a 210 cop watch. We got a video coming out about that. Supposed to be talking to the chief on Monday about the incident. The officer, the sergeant there is a tyrant. He wanted to act stupid. So it'll be a good video coming out on that. I should put out more videos than I don't, but nevertheless. I did receive word, there's some Leon Valley stuff, some Justin Pulliam Leon Valley stuff if you guys want to hear it. Let me know if you want to hear the latest with Justin Pulliam's God Complex and Leon Valley. And I'll fill you in on that, but if you don't want to hear it, then I'm gonna bother.
Guys have any questions? The Almost Park lawsuit is moving forward. They tried to silence me with a cease and desist letter for running my mouth, but that ran into a brick wall. The Leon Valley raid suit is still moving forward. The city of Kirby and the city of Leon Valley did get dismissed from the raid suit. And I think it was more along the lines, I mean, you can go into Pacer and see the order that explains why they were dropped from the lawsuit. All the officers and Joe Salty Vagina is still part of the lawsuit. They did not get dismissed from the lawsuit, but on the raid lawsuit, the city of Leon Valley and the city of Kirby did. And I can talk about that because it's public information. The orders are in Pacer, in the Pacer system. So it's public information, but more or less in a nutshell, in layman's terms, at this point in time, there's not enough evidence to show that there was, I guess a systemic involvement by the city of Kirby and the city of Leon Valley in the raid. And I say at this time, so that could change as time goes on. We're entering into discovery. I mean, I think there's discovery that has to happen. We're gonna get information. There's depositions that need to happen. So, you know, certainly in those we might uncover, you know, liability that the cities have. But as of right now, that's not the case. That's what I understand from reading the publicly available orders. So, you know, that's my interpretation. You may have a different interpretation. A lawyer may have a different interpretation. Have at it. And so that's the Almost Park case, the Leon Valley case. The Zinter case is still moving forward. I can't say too much about the Zinter case. Most of that is protected under a protective order, so, you know, it just can't say too much about that, but it is still moving forward. But anything you want to know about these cases, if you log into the federal system called Pacer, P-A-C-E-R, and create an account, you can get these court documents for free. It's like their version of public information request, but you don't have to put in a request. You can actually just make an account and access these records. Whenever there's hearings and paperwork, they get entered and you can download them, stuff like that. Anything that's protected under protective order, though, I don't believe that they put up there, but they put up pretty much everything. The depositions, the video depositions are under protective order, so we can't speak about those. Yeah, so I can't talk about those. I can't say whether they were boring. I can't say whether they are, you know, contain YouTube gold. I can't say either or. I cannot confirm or deny. The chief and Kelly Kunstler talked about the raid in the city of Leon Valley be held accountable. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I think that the city of Leon Valley is definitely culpable in what happened. But, you know, unfortunately, we have to, you know, we're in federal court, so we got to go by federal rules and shit like that. So, you know, whatever, that's what the attorneys are for. Why the 3006, 3007 at the city council meeting? So Texas law allows the city to put up signs at city council meetings, allows them to, they don't have to exclude handguns from the meeting, but if they want to, they can. And if they so choose to exclude handguns from the council meeting, then they have to put up those signs. And if they put up those signs, then it would be a Class C misdemeanor to walk into that lobby. A good cop would handle that by telling the citizen, hey, guns aren't allowed in here. We have signs that say so. You'll have to leave, and allow the citizen to leave. And bad cops, they'll, throw handcuffs on them and try to write a ticket. But they could arrest you for it, I suppose. But the crime, if you go past those signs, it is a Class C misdemeanor. It is a crime that is punishable by fine only. I don't really see any questions coming through. Do you guys have anything before we go? There's nothing else that's going to be happening. The jackasses that came to start trouble, they've already left. I guess they didn't get what they wanted. Or maybe they feel they got what they wanted by me getting kicked out, but that was my doing. I could have chose not to go off on that dude. But, I chose to go off on him and get kicked out. Because I have dinner and company at my house. So I didn't want to be here all night. Yeah, why the 30-06 at 123 North Medina? I don't know what 123 North Medina is. Are you talking about VIA? Again, that's a public meeting, and they can exclude handguns at public meetings under Texas law if they put out the signs. Yeah, Brent McCain, you can certainly call me later. I got some company at the house. My mom's coming over, making some homemade tortillas, and we're gonna watch a movie and eat some good food. But I'll holler at you later, Brent. We can talk about the gun signs. But yeah, at any public meeting that is subject to the Public Meetings Act, which VIA is and city councils are, they can choose to exclude license holders who hold a license to carry a handgun. They can exclude them from the meeting, but they have to put out the signs. If they don't have the signs, then it's not illegal to walk into a public meeting with a handgun. Thank you for coming tonight. I apologize that you had to hear me do my thing. I'm very sorry, but it was, I'm sorry. Yeah. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good night. I was just apologizing to one of the citizens who I don't know, just apologizing that she had to witness Texas sheepdog do Texas sheepdog shit. I'm really not a bad guy, unless you're a bad guy, then I'm a really bad guy. Yeah, it was an interesting night. I just found out who Dick Gordon was. Who's Dick Gordon? I've never actually looked it up. He was an astronaut, right? All the streets in my neighborhood, they're named after astronauts. Dick Gordon, Buzz Aldrin, Alan Shepard. They're all named after. So I'm assuming Dick Gordon was an astronaut. I'm somewhat of an astronaut. I've explored ass. Does that make me an astronaut? I don't know. Ass is my favorite food. Yep. Nah, just kidding. I don't do that. I do eat its little friend though, its neighbor. Most deaf. All right. Guys, I don't see any questions coming through. There ain't gonna be nothing else going on here at the Kirby City Council meeting tonight. Maybe I'll start putting out all this video footage that I have of this fucking circus here. If you ever have a chance to attend a City of Kirby City Council meeting, send me an email, txjack72@gmail.com. txjack72@gmail.com. And let me know you're gonna be in town and you wanna come up to the meeting and speak your mind. The more the merrier. Right now, the City of Kirby City Council is just, they don't like free speech. They're changing a little bit for the better since I've been working on them. So they are kind of trying to change, but not fast enough, and in my opinion. And then, of course, right now, we're at the phase where they tried to weaponize the police against me. That didn't work. So now what they're doing is they're trying to bring citizens in here and weaponize certain citizens against me, and they're going to learn that that's also going to result in it's going to result in nothing but feelings getting hurt, and they're not going to be mine. So to be continued. I would ask you guys also, they are playing records games. They're playing open records games here. So if you don't mind, I would like maybe just 1 or 2 people to file a public information request here at the city of Kirby. You can just email the city secretary. Her name is Patty Cox, C-O-X, P-A-T-T-I, and it's C-O-X. I don't know her email offhand, but it's Patty Cox as the city secretary. You can send those public information requests to the city of Kirby. I would like to know some information. You know, I run out of time. Now, I'm not going to be on here begging for money to get public records like other people do. But I could ask you, and if you request them and they want to charge you, I'll pay for them. All you have to do is request the record, and then once they say they're going to give it to you, or that this is the amount that you need to pay, let me know. I'll pay them, and then you can actually let them know that I'll be picking up those records. So some records that I would like to get, and like I said, you would be helping me out because I don't really have a lot of time to request all the records that I need. But some of the records that I do need, if you guys want to get a pen or pencil or type this so you can remember it, I'll give you a few seconds to do that. You guys can help me gather some records here at Kirby. I'm investigating several things here at Kirby. I'm investigating some civil rights violations, some allegations of civil rights violations, some violations of free speech by the city council, some violations of our Texas Public Information Act law by city staff. I'm also investigating some money that was stolen here by a city member who shouldn't have even been employed at this city. So there's some councilmen that say things like, you can come burn a cross in my yard, say things like Joe Mama. There's some ex-cops on the city council who are tyrants. The mayor is a tyrant. So there's a lot of information that needs to be gathered. Like I said, I'll pay for it. If you request it, when they send you the amount of money that you need to pay, let me know. I'll pay for it, and then I can come pick it up. And I can give you a copy if you want it, but just help me out here. So I would like the employment records, all publicly available employment records for every city council member here, as well as every single police officer that is employed by the city of Kirby. I need all their employment records, their application, their, whatever is publicly available. And also, I need that. I also need the city's budget information for the last 5 years, including this year. The city's budget information. I also need the maintenance records for the police department vehicles, as well as the fire department's vehicles. I need the maintenance records. Like, the employees fill out a little inspection form, they get their tires changed out, who has that contract, things like that. So any maintenance records for their vehicles, I would like those. And what else? Anything right offhand, I can't think of too much else right now. I need any police reports that mention the name Michael Grant. Michael Grant. Also, any police reports that mention the name Joe Salazar. and any police reports that mention the name of the mayor. I think it's Kimberly Aldridge. So I need any police reports for the last 5 years that mention any of their names. What else? I'm gonna find out who that asshole was that was talking shit. The one that got in his car and took off like a pussy. I'm gonna find out who he is. I wanna pull his employment records as well while he was a police officer here and anywhere else that he might be a police officer. Can you go in and find out that dude's name from that, you know, that guy that was sitting next to me?
Tall guy.
The one that was sitting in the same row as me?
Ah, okay, the one that was sitting in the
Yeah,
corner.
just go ask him what that guy's name that was talking shit. I'm gonna find out that guy's name. So from what I understand, he was a City of Kirby police officer. So I want all of his records, especially, that's a very important situation there. I want all of his records, and I'll give you guys his name here in a little bit, but we want all of his records. I will get his TCLO records. I'll take care of that. I have a contact at the state that handles my public information requests, so I will get his law enforcement records. But if you could get his employment records here at the City of Kirby, I would appreciate that. And we don't need 1,000 public information requests. Just, you know, maybe a few of you guys can handle that stuff. Maybe break it up, you know, between you guys. Obviously, that's about, I don't know, probably 20 public information requests, but maybe 20 of you guys can figure that out and help me out with that, perhaps. Or maybe nobody, I don't know. But I would really appreciate it. Like I said before, you do the public information request, they're gonna tell you how much it costs, send me that. Oh, by the way, you can, if you so choose, tell them that you wanna inspect the records. Now, generally there's not a cost with inspecting the records, and you can designate me as the person to come in and inspect them and take photographs. And generally there's not a charge for that. But if there is, just let me know. I'll pay it, and then I'll come down and inspect the records. That's the cheapest way to go, because then you don't have to pay for the copies. So make sure you let them know that you want to come in and inspect them. And then at one point you'll designate me as the person to come in and inspect them, unless you want to come down here and come and inspect them together. What's his name?
Chris. Excuse me. Chris Cruntwell?
Chris what?
Cruntwell?
Cruntwell?
I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Okay. He said Chris Cruntwell, but I'll figure out his name and I'll let you guys know. Chris Cruntwell. Maybe you guys can call the City of Kirby with the name Chris Cruntwell and get a proper spelling for his name. You can call the City of Kirby here and just, not the police department, but call the City of Kirby during business hours. I think tomorrow might be a holiday. But anyway, when you get a chance, maybe Monday, call up the City of Kirby, ask for Patty. Either, you know, the Patty is the city secretary, and just find out the guy's name. What was it again?
Chris Cruntwell.
Chris Cruntwell. I don't know how to spell that, but maybe Patty can help out with that. And then once we get the proper spelling of his name, then we can request his employment records that they have when he was a cop here. I really like to know who this guy is, what he's about. What else? I think that's it. If you guys think of anything else, any other records that I might be interested in or that might be pertinent here, feel free to ask for them. Thank you, Fluoride Zombie Slayer. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, and I want to just say I'm trying to get my Facebook up to over 10,000 followers so I can get monetized. So I know a lot of folks don't do Facebook, but you know, if you can just create an account just for the purpose of getting over there and following, I would appreciate it. And I'll put out a lot of stuff on Facebook, a lot of shorts and things like that. It's kind of entertaining. And that's basically that's going to be basically what Facebook is for the entertainment portion of what I do. And so I just put out a video today of an officer snatching my ID out of my hand like a ninja, man. He's like, he had old man too, like me, but he had like ninja-like reflexes, man. Yeah, I was impressed. Yeah, so those videos will end up on Facebook as shorts, so that's a good place to get those. I won't be putting those too much out on YouTube.
Anybody got anything else? Thank you, Eyes All Around, $4.99 for the super chat. I appreciate that. Does anybody want to hear about the Leon Valley Justin thing? It's some new shit that just started. It's kind of funny. I mean, I'm not bashing Justin. I was made aware of what was going on, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Eyes All Around. You want to hear it? So, I was made aware that. Let's see. What was it that I was told? Fuck, man. Let me remember. I didn't give it much thought because I don't really give a fuck about that dude. But what did I hear, man? What did I hear? For those of you that want to know. Damn it. What was it? Fuck. I cannot remember what it was. Basically, it was just some flat out hypocritical bullshit. Justin is attacking everybody, all the city council members. He's attacking all the city council members. Just the usual MO. If you're not doing what Justin says, then he's going to attack you. If you're not doing it his way, if you're not following his orders, and so he's attacking. Will Bradshaw, Josh Stevens. Yeah. So anyway, I'll remember it. I'm probably gonna put out a video on what he's doing because it's kind of fucked up. I mean, if you're gonna do something, fine, do something, but don't be pointing a finger at people for doing something and judging them and talking shit about them and attacking them when you're doing the same damn thing. That's all. That's all it amounts to. He's doing the same damn thing and he's pointing his finger at people for doing it. What's up, bud? Thank you for coming tonight, man.
All right.
I don't remember who you are. You look familiar though.
I'm Brian. I live here.
Brian, you look familiar. Have I met you here before?
Probably not. Gun shows.
Probably. Oh, you do gun shows? I go to gun shows all the time. Matter of fact, I was just thinking about, is Saxit still running?
No,
they're not running no more.
That facility.
So what are the local ones here now? It's been a while and I need a holster made.
They had a show last weekend at Al-Zafar.
Al-Zafar Shrine.
But that promoter normally did a show in Live Oak.
Right.
Then sometimes there's a show New Braunfels.
I got a silencer for my pistol, and I wanted one of those heat-formed holsters for it. So
I'm just curious, what's the
Oh, that? Yeah.
Upcoming.
So if you look at it, right from afar, it says it looks like it says "I love Cumming," but if you get closer, you can see that it says "I love Smith versus Cumming, Georgia." And Smith versus Cumming, Georgia is a case law out of Cumming, Georgia. Mm-hmm. That's the name of the city that establishes a person's right to film the police.
To do what? To film the police?
To film the police. Awesome. Yeah, and that's in the 11th Circuit. And what's significant about that is down here, the group I'm associated with, one of our guys, Philip Turner, established a case law in the 5th Circuit here called Turner versus Driver. Same thing, but it's in the 5th Circuit here. So he got arrested for filming the police. They got qualified immunity because he didn't have a specific right to do it.
You can film in public. That's
right.
the law.
But check this out.
Photographer's law.
But did you know this?
You can film in public.
Right, we all know that, right? But check this out. Did you know this? So he got arrested for doing that. He sues. The federal court here in Fort Worth says, you know what? You didn't have a specific right to do that. It's nowhere in the law, okay? And federal rules say...
you have to be given a law to do something?
Federal rules, if you're gonna sue for a civil rights violation, that civil right that you're suing for has to be clearly established.
Really?
Yeah, so they dismissed it. So they took it and they appealed it to the 5th Circuit. He got some little minor relief, like about, I don't know, 15 grand or something for attorney fees, court costs, but no recovery for any punitive stuff because he didn't have a specific right. But the 5th Circuit did uphold and establish that you have a specific right now to film the police. So now if they were to arrest you for that, you have grounds to sue for that or remedy it in the court system, you know? So I want to apologize for having to experience me doing what I do.
No,
I'm a First Amendment activist
they have a problem here with the first, are people speaking their minds.
I wanted to know if I can freaking take a picture of people in there.
Absolutely you can.
I thought so.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take pictures, you can film anywhere you're legally allowed to be. You can take pictures of anything or video of anything you see. Yeah, you can. And then, but there's citizens that are scared to come here and talk because they've been ridiculed, made fun of. They weaponized the police at one time. Now, our current police department, our chief won't allow that. They tried to do that with me. Police chief said, fuck no, I don't do that. I'm a law enforcement. And
I have a beef with the cops here in Kirby now. I know there's someone else.
Let me mute
here.
this. Hold on. I'm going to mute this. You know what, guys? Thank you for watching. I'm going to leave. Thank you, man.